Hey Game Timers, what's up? How's it going? Kyle here for another episode of Game Time. We're in the middle of our Classics week here on the program. Previous two videos I provided the link in the description as well as links at the end of the video. We took a look at the NES Classic as well as the Super Nintendo Classic. I kind of shared some thoughts on what I like to see should Nintendo do future models. Switching it up a little bit back to a normal type video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the PlayStation Classic. Going to be just a quick tour of the system, and very similar to those other videos, going to be doing about 5-6 minutes of the actual thing itself in action. Take a look at just a few games, kind of see what they look like in action and everything. And I know this has been pretty heavily slammed so far on most people from YouTube. Again, another thing I got over the holidays, so thank you for that. And I have to say, you know, I'm a PlayStation guy, and I'm going to obviously share more thoughts on it as we play the thing, but I have to say right off the bat, I do like this thing. Now, bear with me, I said like the thing. I don't love the thing. I don't think it's the best thing ever created, but I like it. It's okay. I think they could have done a lot better with it. Obviously, when they announced the initial 5 games, everyone's like, oh, it's going to be the absolute best of PS1. And then just kind of went downhill from there. I'm very disappointed in Sony when they announced those 5 games and then just, they knew what they were doing, which was kind of a dick move on their part. So, but I think it's an okay thing. We're going to dive into it a little bit more next on Game Time. Okay, like everyone else does on YouTube, a little quick tour. Nice box itself, actually really nice. Look there. Does not include an AC adapter. Not a very good move on their part, but it's pretty much any type of cell phone charger. So chances are you probably do have a couple of them lying around anyway. Here's the 20 games you guys come with: Battle Arena, a Cool Border Stew, Destruction Derby, which I actually do like. It's a fantastic game. Final Fantasy, the first Grand Theft Auto, a little rough. Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, which is a very unique one. Of course, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, fun game. Odd World, Abe's Odyssey, which I tried it out. I don't get it. I'm not a big fan of that game. It's really weird. The original Rayman, that's a fantastic game. Resident Evil Director's Cut, little rough. The first Persona game, which I'm very happy to see on there, actually, Revelations Persona. Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, little rough without the dual analog sticks, First Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms. So, all in all, not a terrible list of games. And a lot of people are like, where's Spyro? Where's Crash? Where's all these games? I'm with you there. I get it. Where's Gran Turismo? I get it. But being a game collector, I actually do have a number of those games already, so I can play those, but I don't have a copy of Destruction Derby or Jumping Flash, Intelligent Cube. I don't have the first Persona game, unfortunately. I don't have a copy of Wild Arms. Honestly, I don't even have a copy of Siphon Filter or the Super Puzzle Fighter 2. So, myself, personally, I think the game list is okay because it enables me to play a few games that I don't necessarily have already. So, bottom of the box and everything. Save several minutes opening the thing because there's a lot of cardboard in there. Basically, what you get is the system itself. We'll come back to that here in just a moment. The controllers, again, not dual analogs, unfortunately. You got the HDMI cables as well as the USB cables to hook it up to a wall charger. These are actually a little bit smaller than the dual analog controllers, just by a tiny bit. As you can see here, kind of does miss those dual analog sticks right there. So I was surprised by how much smaller and lighter they are in comparison to a standard one. Just really does feel a lot smaller in the hand versus, this guy here. Anyway, PlayStation Classic itself, get out of the wrapper here, is that very much modeled after the original PlayStation. USB controllers there, sorry I'm getting the thing in the shadow there. Very much similar to the old big boy PlayStation 1 right there. can see how small it is, but very faithfully recreated. So one thing that these guys did do right was recreate that feel. It is pretty darn amazing. So what we're going to do next, oh, I should mention, we got the reset button, very similar to the NES Classic. That gets us back to the menu. Power button, and we do have an open button there, which actually this does not open. It'd be kind of neat if it did play like mini discs or something like that, but it's just basically to switch discs for something like, I think Wild Arms did that, Final Fantasy VII for sure. So what we're going to do next is we're going to plug it in, and we're just going to play a couple minutes of each game, kind of show you the menu and kind of how a couple games play on this thing real quick. And I'll share a couple more thoughts on it as well. Very nostalgic right off the bat. Love it. Love the old boot up screen. I'm going to actually turn it down just a little bit. And yeah, kind of see the menu layout, kind of shows everything. Looks like alphabetical order. And you can see if a game was previously played, can come right down here to the resume point. Basically pick up right where you left off. Gotta like those save states, very modern, convenient. So yeah, and I think a lot of YouTubers kind of show off some of these games here right off the bat, but I mean, now play some Ridge Racer. It's very weird just using the D-pad. Not a big fan of it. Load times are still in there and everything. But yeah, like I was saying during the when we were taking a look at the box, yeah, where's the Gran Turismo, where's Crash, where's Spyro? But Crash, Spyro, and at the timing of this video, Medieval is getting remastered. The previous ones have a remastered collection. Wipeout would have been pretty cool to see on here. I am a big fan of Wipeout. I know there is a one for PS4, but I think it's just, I don't want to say remake, but the PS3 and PS Vita versions. So, see a little bit of the race here. Just do a quick couple seconds here. So yeah, I mean, those games are definitely missed. They're definitely big PlayStation franchises, so I'm not sure why we haven't seen them on there, but maybe this is something else that should Sony make a Model 2 of, maybe those games can be in there. And this is the PAL version, as a lot of people pointed out, it isn't the full frames that we get here in the US, the NTSC version, so it actually does run just a little bit slower. I'm not noticing a huge difference, quite honestly. I think the games look pretty okay. They're a little grainy. They don't really hold up well on some modern high-def TVs. So let's take reset here. Show off another, I'll do another game or two here real quick. Just kind of see what they look like. Rayman, of course, a lot of people know what that is. That one actually has held up very well. You know what? Actually, because I didn't have this game in the collection, it is kind of a unique one. I'm enjoying it. And again, the game selection, controversial as it is, there's a few on here that I'm actually liking because I don't have in my personal collection. I've never even seen or played or heard of. I know, I think this is one that one of the first round 2 reviews that good buddy Dean from the Cartridge Club did. He kind of talked about this game, and finally excited to play a little bit of it. I think it was Jumping Flash. I'm very positive it was. But kind of show off a little bit what the game's like. You could basically, I'm not even sure what you are. Like, you're like a robot frog or something, and you kind of go around this small little area, and you're trying to collect some things and make it. See, as you can see here, I'm kind of hopping around. I can shoot some of the baddies here. I can jump up real high, and there's basically a couple things that I need to get. Oh, I got free time. There is a countdown. Right now I have the. There we go. Jet pods are just what I'm collecting. We kind of jump up and see the little bobble eyeball thing at the top center of the screen. Kind of jumps up and down with your frog mech thing. Very fun music as well. It's weird, but this is one that, again, I normally don't really see out in the wild a whole lot, and probably would have never even taken a second look at it, but glad this is on the collection. It's actually kind of a fun little game, especially kind of jumping around. How do I get that thing up there? You know, lots of exploration while on a time limit. So actually, I'm a big fan of that one. So I'm glad that is on the collection. We'll do one more here real quick. A lot of people know what GTA is. Everyone's seen Final Fantasy VII. Cool Borders actually works pretty darn good. Maybe even show that one off here. I'm a big fan of Destruction Derby as well. It's kind of a little bit of a racing game. The racing portion of Destruction Derby it's okay. It's not great by any means. There's definitely a lot better racing games on here. But the Destruction Derby part of it, basically just kind of in an arena, and you have to slam into other cars. It's good. It's good. I'm not even a big car guy or Destruction Derby guy in real life. I would probably never go to one, but it is a fun game to play. Yeah, we'll finish it off with Cool Borders here. I'll just put this in right here while we're waiting for this thing to load. I don't know why they're giving us as long of a load time as they do. But should Sony make a Model 2 PlayStation Classic, obviously I think they would learn from their mistakes what games should be on there. Obviously we know all the Crash, Spyro, etc., your standard PlayStation. I'd like to see Nintendo license out, or I should say Konami license out their Castlevania games for the NES Classic and Super NES Classic. It'd be really great to see Symphony of the Night on a PlayStation Classic. It'd be really great to see let's see what else. I mentioned Wipeout. It'd be really great to see some of the other Resident Evil games. The first one's alright, but 2 and 3 are definitely where it's at. They're kind of sad that we didn't get to see that on there. I'd love to see, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great PS1 games that could be added. And as well in the comments, do you think that this hurts the chance for Sony to do a PS2 classic? Man, imagine some of that Gran Turismo 3 or 4, GTA 3 and Vice City in there. There's a lot of great PS2 games that could be added to a possible PS2 classic. But do you think the lack of sales and interest in the PS1 classic hurt that a little bit? So always a fun debate. And you can see here we can save the game, pick up right where we left off. So always fun to discuss this because I know it gets a lot of hate, and I get it. I'm not even defending it a whole lot, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Definitely leave a comment in the comment section. And yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be covering the Coleco and Intellivision flashbacks on the next video. It's going to be kind of a 2-in-1. So please look forward to that, and we'll see you next time.